Hi everyone, good morning. I hope I am completely visible and audible. We are live now. एक बार मुझे confirmation आपके end से required होगी. Please मुझे chat box में confirm कर दीजिए कि yes we are live now. आवाज़ बिल्कुल ठीक आ रही है. Today we are just going with the previous paper of JIPMAT. So today's class is completely focused on JIPMAT because we are just going with the level of JIPMAT, and in this class we are just specifically going with the previous year paper of JIPMAT. So this class is gonna be very important because we are just going to discuss the concepts on which questions has been framed in the previous paper. So and based on that we'll just do the questions as well. So all right. Perfect. So without wasting the time, let's begin with the very first part, very first question from the paper of JIPMAT that is in front of you currently. So this is the first question and this is based on data interpretation. So what is the technical thing which you have to keep in mind when going with this particular question? Because always remember that this portion is talking about this portion, how it will work out. See, if talking about the entire statement, just give me a moment please. You cannot do like this. Yes, so give me a moment. Let's yes. So before going ahead, just let me know, am I audible and visible to you guys? Just let me know so that we can go ahead with the first question. And the thing which is important for this part is, hi beta, hi. Chalo. So let's talk about this particular portion. What the in this question, what the important thing is, when we are going with this part, the statement says that the table below gives the percentage of marks obtained by 6 students in 6 subjects in an examination. Answer the following questions based on the data given in the table. The numbers in brackets are the maximum marks in each subject. So the very important thing which you have to keep in mind is that when we are talking about this portion, this is the maximum marks 120, 120, 120. It means that each and every subject is of 120 marks. But the important thing which you have to keep in mind when you are going with this type of question is the value which is mentioned in the table is just percentage, not the marks. It means that this is 70% of 120, 80% of 120, 75% of 120. So all the data which is mentioned in the table is in percentage. Why? Because the statement statement says here is gives the percentage of marks obtained by 6 students. So this is the common mistake which you guys commit. Always remember that. Now we are just going with the passage and we will just decode how it will work out. So let's talk about the thing that if talking about this total percentage, we are just going to sum them up on adding all these things. Let's talk about A. If we go with A, here the value is 70, 75 and 70. If we just transfer this 5 to 65, that will be 70. 7 4s are 28, 28 and 7 5s are 35, 35 and 6 become 410. So this value will be equals to, for A the value will be is equals to 410. So we are writing 410 here. It will be easier to use different color. So 410 is the right value. This is the 410. Let's talk about this 80, 70, 150, and again talking about this portion, 75 plus 75 is also 150. So 150, 150, 300 and 300 and 110, that will give you again 410%, right? Let's talk about this 75 and here we have 5, 1, 6, 6 to 8, 8, 5, 13. It remains 1. Then we have 7, 7, 6, 13, 13, 7, 20, 27, and then we have 34, 34 and 7, 41. So this value is 413. Similarly, talking about this 7, 6, 13, 13, 6, 19, 19 and 6, 25, 25 and 6, 31, 31 and 7, 38, 380. So this value will be equals to 380. If talking about this value, here we have 70, 70, 70. These values are 70, 70, 70, 210, 210, 260. After 260, we have 310, 310 and then we have 370, 375. So this value will be equals to 375. Now let's talk about this portion. Here we have 60, 5 and 65, that will give you 130, 130 and 70 will be 260, 260 and then 310 and then 370. So this value will be equals to 370. Now we have done with all the percentages. You don't have to write individual values. You don't have to convert each percentage into number because it will definitely take time. We are just going with a calculation that will just save your time and you can just get the correct answer within no time. So this is the part where we just added all the percentage values and now we can say that this 410% is out of how much? Out of 600%. Why? Because total number of subjects we have is 6. So that's why this 410% is out of 600% because we have 100% of each subject. That's why out of 600, this is 410%. Out of 600%, this is 410%. Similarly, out of 600, this is 413%. So maximum marks attained by C, right? So now let's talk about the question here. The value says that how many students have obtained more than 65% overall marks in all the subjects and who are those students. So let's talk about these things, that how we should go ahead. If talking about the portion, here the value is 410, right? So we are just going with the part that the value here is 410, correct, out of 600%, and we just have to go for 720. Why we are writing 720? Because we know that here talking about the entire subject 120, 120, 120, all these values are, if talking about all these values, this total will be equals to 720. So if talking about the portion, here the value will be equals to what? 600. Out of 600 here we have. So we can also say that if we go for percent now, we can also just multiply this by 100. By doing so, see what's going to be happen. If we talk about this 100, this value will be equals to 0, 0 cancel out, and this value will be equals to 6, 6 are 36, and now left with 5, 50, 6, 8 is 48, and talking about 220, 6, 3 is 18, 6, 3 is 18. So 68.33% is secured by whom? By A. Similarly, if talking about the portion here, we know that the sum of A and B remains same. So it means that A and B both will A and B both will just secure the same marks. It means that 68.33% is of B as well. Now let's talk about the portion. If talking about C, here we know that C is also greater than 68.33%. How can we say that? Because we know that here the value is 413. That's why the percentage will be greater than 68.33%. And if talking about the statement, we know that A, B and C, all the three students are just obtaining a marks which is more than 65%. So correct answer for this is option number A. This is the right one. I hope that this is clear to you guys. Just let me know in the chat box, is this clear? Good morning, beta. Perfect. Now let me know, is this clear? Just let me know in the chat box so that we can go ahead. This is the trick through which we can just save the time and it will be easier for you guys to understand, right? So I think that this question number 1 is clear to every one of you. Now we are just moving ahead. Chalo, we are just moving ahead with the next question, beta. If talking about the next question, what is the overall percentage of A, B and C? Guys, we already just find it out here, and the value for A is 68.33. B 68.33. Do we have any such option having the same value, 68.33? So this is the correct answer, 68.33, 68.33, because A and B, the question is talking about A, B and C respectively. So we know that A and B are securing the same marks. We don't have any other option bearing the same values. 68.33 and 68.33 is the only option number B which satisfies the given condition. So here the value will be equals to 68.33, 68.33. But in case you want to find the value of C, let's talk about C as well. If talking about C, here the value is 413. So let's talk about 413. If we go with 413 divided by 600% into 100, because we just have to go for percent, so 00 and 00 get cancelled out. This value will be equals to 6 6 are 36. Now left with 553, 6 8 is 48, and then we have 550, again 6 8 is 48, 20, 6 3s are 68.83%. So 68.83%. Let's talk about 68.83%. This is the value of C. So this is how we can just save the time. We don't have to go for each and every particular value, because we know that when we are going for any particular exam, we are already running short of time. So to save the time, it is advisable to just focus on the options as well, which is mentioned and given, right? So here we know that A and B are securing the same marks, so bearing the same percentage, and there is only one option which is showing. So in that case, you don't have to go for finding the value of A and B as well. So you just can say that A and B, the value of A and B is same in this particular option, only in option number B. That's why option number B is the right one. I hope that it is clear to everyone. Chalo. Beta 390, if talking about 390, 390 is not a number, right? Yes, so 390 more than 390, perfect, bilkul sahi. 390 more than 390, we have three different values. So we can say yes, this is the value. We can go like this as well, that if you guys want to find the 65%, yes, you can find the value of 65%, which is again 390. Correct? So this is how the values which is greater than 390 is of three students, that is A, B and C. So this is the second question. Now we are just heading towards in which subject the overall percentage is maximum and what is the percentage. Alright, so see how it will work out. The best part is talking about the maximum value. I'm just going to sum the values, add the values, and let's talk about physics. If talking about physics, so the value of physics is here 150, 80 plus 70, 150, and here we have 225. After 225 we have 285, and if talking about 285 plus 5, 290, 290 and 60 will be 350, and this value will be equals to 420. This is 420. If talking about this portion, here we have 5 to 5, 5, 10 to 12, and 1 remains 7. I guess 7 6 are 42 and 143, 432. This is the value, right? If talking about this portion math, here the value is 5 5 5 16, correct, and this value will be equals to 7 21, and then we have 22 28 28 and 12 will be equals to 40, 406. Let's talk about English, because we have all these four options. Here we have biology, physics, maths and English. So biology, physics, maths and English, biology, physics, maths and English now. So if we add all the things, we have here 5, and if talking about 7, this value will be 10, and this value will be equals to 7 4s are 28, 28 and 12 will be equals to 40. So here the value is 400, here the value is 432, maximum for biology, which is 432. So the correct answer for this question is biology, that is 72%. How you have to find? See, this is how it will work out, beta. Total number of we have total 432% of biology. So 432 means what? We can write like this: 432 divided by 600 into 100. If you solve this, 00 and 00 get cancelled out. 6 7s are 42, right? 12 6 2s are. So 72%, this is the right answer. 72% biology is the correct one. This is how we should go ahead with this part. So I hope that this portion is clear to you guys. Let's talk about the last question based on this. The statement says find the average marks obtained by a student in economics and physics respectively. So I think go smart. How you just have to find? You can take any of the subject either with economics or with physics, because all the options are distinct. If talking about the value of physics, here the value is 67, 83, 85 and 84. So either one can go with physics or one can go with economics. I will suggest you guys to go with physics, because in the previous question we already find the value of physics over here, right? So this is the 420. Let's talk about 420. Percent is 420, correct? So if we go with this, 420 is the percent. 420 divided by, if talking about this, here we have 600 into 100. We are sure about the portion that here 70%. So if talking about 70% of total, the value is 720. From where this 720 comes in? Because total we have 6 students. That's why we are just going with it, right? 70% of 720. So the value will be equals to 0 and 0 will cancel out, and this value will be equals to 7 into 72. We just have to find the average. So for average, we will just divide this by 6 students. So this value will be equals to 12, and 12 sevens are 84. 12 sevens are 84 means we have only one option, that is option number D is the right one. I hope that through this trick you can easily find the answers. So rather than going for all the options, rather than finding exact answers, always remember that JIPMAT is only focusing on trick and logics, that you don't have to solve the complete question, and with the help of options you can easily identify which option is the correct one. I hope that these 4 questions based on the first passage is clear to you guys. If it is clear, just write Y in the chat box कि सर सब कुछ sorted है, बिल्कुल एकदम स्प्राइट की तरह क्लियर है. Please let me know in the chat box so that we can go ahead. Guys, I'm waiting for the response. Just let me know. Should we go ahead? Is this clear to everyone? You can write Y in the chat box. Chalo. So chalo. All right. Let's talk about beta another portion. Here we have yes, there is a pie chart. So the question is again based on data interpretation. Let's talk about beta, if talking about this entire portion, how it will work out. The statement says the following pie chart shows the share of sales of 5 computer brands A to A in India. This is A, B, C, D, E. We have the given value. So if talking about A, the value is, if talking about A, here we have A, and then we have B, then we have C, then we have D, and then we have E. If talking about this A, B, C, D and E, the shares are 45% for A. If talking about B, we have 15%. If talking about C, this is 10%. Talking about D, 8%. Talking about E, 22%. So these are the data. Remember one important part, that the year is 2005, which is mentioned. So the pie chart is just giving you the information about the year 2005. Now if talking about the next portion, here we have the statement says considering sale of A increased by 50% in 2006, sale of E increased by 10%, and all other brands had no change in sales. Total sales in 2006 was 216,000. What was the sale of A in 2005 approximately? So always remember that here the value of A and B is increased. If talking about A is increased by 50%. Guys, just check it out. if we have A equals to 45%, it means that 50% we just have to increase this particular value by 50%. So we can say like this, 45 into 45% into 1.5, because we just have to increase it. So 15 5s are 75 and 7 remains, 15 4s are 60 and 767.5. We can say that 22.5, this value is increased by 22.5%, because we know that the half, the 50% of 45 is 22.5%. Similarly, if talking about B, the statement says here is B, the value of B is 15%. So if the value of B is 15%, so the statement says that value of E increases. So we will just jump on to E here and let's see what's going to be the value. So this is E and the value of E will be equals to what? 22%. So we should increase this 22% to 10 by 10%. So you just have to multiply this 1.1. If you multiply 11 2s are 22 and 2 remains, 11 2s are 22 and 2 4, 24.2%. So this is the final percentage of A and E. But remember, if talking about the portion here, we know that this value is increases by 2.2%. So let's check out what is the total increase in the percent. If we just check the total increase in the percent, the value will be 24.7%. This is the total increment. That initially in 2005 it was 100%, and out of those 100%, the value increases 24.7% in 2006, right? So the statement says is the total sales in 2006 was this. Total sales was this. Suppose the total sale in 2005 was X rupees. So if it was X rupees in 2005, back in 2005, then it means that 124.7% of this 2005 value will be equals to 216,000. It means that the value in 2006 becomes 216,000, and when the percentage is increased by 24.7. So this value which was back in 2005 is X. So of this X we have 124.7. Now let's talk about this, how we just have to solve. Remember this, that we are just going with 216,000 and this 00 with we add 00 over here, divided by how much? Divided by 1247, and we have decimal, so we can just add one more zero here. Now see how it will work out. Here we have 216 and how many zeros we have? 1 2 3 4 5 6 zeros. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 zeros, we just have to divide it by 1247. Guys, if we divide it by 1247, just remember, when you are going with this, we can say let's multiply this by this value will be equals to 7, correct? So if talking about the entire portion, here the value will be 7. So if we go with this, 7 7s are 49. This value will be equals to 49, 4 remains. 7 4s are 28 and 4, 32, 3 remains. 7 2s are 14 and 3, 17, 1 remains. 7 1s are 7 and 8. So this value is 216, I guess, which 124.7 is this value, perfect, and this value will be equals to 216,000, correct, and we have 1247. Let's just go ahead with this particular value. We are just going with this solution again. So back in total sales in 2006 was this. What was the sale of A in 2005 approximately? So if we go approximately, I think that this will go like 77 point something, I guess it will come over like. So yes, 45 and this value is 1.5. Yes, we have 24.7%, and of this the value will be correct, and so we just have to go for this, perfect. If talking about this portion, we are just going to divide this again, and this value is 216,000, and again we have 000. If we go with 1247, I guess this shouldn't be cancelled out, 1247. So if we go for 1 times, that will be 1 2 4 and 7. This is the value, and this will start from 1 as well. So let's talk about this portion. I guess just drop me the message, 10 minus 7 3, and this value is 1 and this is 9, correct? And again here 0, we have used again 5 zeros, right? This is how it will work out. Further, let's talk about, I guess that will go for 0 times or 8 times, 10 times. So this value will be equals to, I guess 116. Just let me check it further. Considering sale of A increased by 50%, if we go for 50%, yes, this value will be equals to 67.5 because we have 22.5, correct? And then if talking about the portion 22, that will be equals to 24.2%, perfect. So total increment will be 24.7%. This value is 124.7%. So this value is 216. I guess that this is clear. Just check it right now. uh, Akansha, what we did is, Guys, there is some issue in mic. I guess कि अभी आप लोग को वॉइस आ रही होगी. Just let me know. वॉइस थोड़ी सी बेटा लो आएगी बिकॉज माइक में कुछ इशू है. जस्ट लेट मी नो कि अभी आप मुझे सुन पा रहे हैं. Am I audible? If I am audible, just let me know. थम्स अप कर दो या मुझे वाई लिख दो. एंड जस्ट हाँ. अच्छा, एक चीज़ मुझे ये भी बता दो कि डू वी नीड टू रिपीट दिस क्वेश्चन और यू गाइज आर ओके विद इट, वेदर द कैलकुलेशन इज ऑल गुड. यार वो माइक का थोड़ा सा इशू है. जस्ट लेट मी नो कि द कैलकुलेशन ऑफ दिस पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन इज रिक्वायर्ड. वी नीड टू गो फॉर दिस. अच्छा, ओके, ठीक है. All right, all right, all right. Yeah, thank you so much for the patience because we are just going with this important question. Chalo, talking about this portion. हाँ हाँ हाँ, ठीक है ठीक है. चलो. So as we know that we already talking about the statement, entire statement, that the total increment was of 24.7%, right? If we have 24.7%, what happens here is, if talking about 24%, what happens here is, see, let the value of back in 2005 is x. If the value in 2005 is x, talking about here we have 24.7%. 124.7%, that will be equals to what? That will be equals to 216,000, right? So if we find the value of x, what will be the value? 216,000, and into 100 becomes 00 divided by 124.7, right? This is the value. Now if talking about, जस्ट गिव मी अ मोमेंट बेटा, माइक एक बार चेंज करते हैं फिर कंटिन्यू करेंगे. properties.
Hello. Hello. I think I'm over.
बच्चों एक बार मुझे कंफर्मेशन चाहिए, अभी am I audible? अभी मुझे सुन पा रहे हैं क्लियरली? परफेक्ट, ठीक है, चलो. सो ऑलराइट, आई थिंक ठीक है. सो वी आर जस्ट गोइंग विद द पार्ट दैट अभी हम लोग इस वाले क्वेश्चन को बेटा स्किप कर रहे हैं, ठीक है. दिस इज जस्ट अ पनौती क्वेश्चन स्टार्ट होते ही माइक ख़राब हो गया, सब कुछ हो गया है ना, और मुझे गंदा वाला माइक भी पकड़ा दिया गया. चलो, सो वी आर जस्ट स्किपिंग दिस क्वेश्चन. Currently we are not going with this question as well. हम लोग अभी लास्ट में इसको कर लेंगे. Let's go with this part. Yes. So if talking about this, here we have see, here we have B, J, M, S, then we have E, M, P, V. Beta, this is +3, right? Then again +3, and then again we have +3, and again we have +3. So what you have to do here, the value is the mention AWPL. So you don't have to go for all the alphabet, just add 3 over here, the value is D. The option which is starting from D is DZSO, है ना. So I think that you guys already done this. Chalo, let's talk about another question beta. Here the value is 5 people A, B, C, D and E participated in a race. D ran faster than E. Beta, D ran faster than E. Alright, D ran faster than E, but slower than B. Slower than B means, if talking about is portion, we can say that D ran faster than E but slower than B. So it means that if talking about this will be the statement that D is just ran faster than E but slower than B. Further the statement says that C ran slower than E. C ran slower than E. So if C ran slower than E, it means that it is like this: C ran slower than E, right? Further the statement says that but was not the slowest. It means that C ran slower than E but was not the slowest, means who will be the slowest? A will be the slowest. It means that if talking about the slowest, this is slow and this is fast, correct? If we just go here, we have A and then we have C, then we have E, then we have D and then we have B. Now you can check. D ran faster than E. Yes, D ran faster than E, right? And but slower than B, correct? Similarly, C ran slower than E. C ran slower than E, right? But was not the slowest. But C is not the slowest. It means A is the slowest. Now the question is, who ran at the fastest speed? Fastest speed, B, option number C for Chennai Super Kings is the right answer, right? Perfect. So this was the correct answer. Now let's have a look on another question. Here we have, yes, this is one of the good questions. The statement says here, we have two questions based on this. Number of vehicles in 100 passing through a toll plaza in different weeks of September, right? So if we go for this portion, this will give you the total number of vehicle passed in week 1, total number of vehicle passed in week 2, total number of vehicle passed in week 3, total number of vehicle passed in week 4. Similarly, total number of buses passed in month, total number of trucks passing toll plaza in a month, and total number of car passing the toll plaza in the month of September. This is the data which is mentioned, right? But we don't have to go for the entire information, as the question says in which week of September the total number of vehicles passing through the toll plaza was the second highest. Beta, remember, second highest, right? So which week? If we add all these things, 4, 3, 7, 2, 9, this is decimal, and 40, 15, that will be equals to 55. 55 and 15 will give you 73. This value will be equals to 73, right? I think that this is clear. This value is 55. 25, correct, 73, है ना? So this was the value. अच्छा, the value is correct now, 55 and 28. 83, right? 83.9. Chalo, let's talk about this value. 53819, again decimal 9, and here we have 48, correct? 48, 52, 72. This value is 72.9. If talking about this portion, 9, 2, 11, 4, 15, and 1 remains, 3, 3, 4, 7. this value is 7, and here we have 4155 to 7, 77.5. Let's talk about this 8, 7, 15, 4, 19, and this is decimal 40, 55, 55 and 459, and then 79, 79.9. So second highest is what? Second highest is 79.9, which is week 4. So second highest value is 79.9. This value is second, week 4. Week 4 means option number B is the right answer. I hope that it is clear to you guys, correct? Perfect. Chalo, option number B is the right one. Now let's talk about this portion. What was the average number of buses passing through the toll plaza per week? Okay, so total average number, right? Buses, talking about buses. So if talking about, this is the value of bus. So here we have 4 and 4, 8, 5, 13, 3, 16 decimal, and again 8, 4, 12, 12, 4, 16, 117, 1 remains. So we have over 976, right? 9760, because the value is in 100. So you just have to multiply this by 100, 9760. This value will be equals to 9760 and divided by 4, because average value. So total number of weeks we have 4. 9760 divided by 4. 4 2s are 8, 1 remains, and 17, 4 4s are 16, 1 4 4s are 16, 2440. 2440 is option number D is the right one. I hope that it is clear to you guys. Just let me know in the chat box if it is okay. Should we go ahead? So this is how they will ask the question about based on data interpretation. And now we are moving to next part. Oh, I guess, chalo, I'm just making it again. Here the numbers are like this, that this is question mark, and we need to find 4. Here we have 7. Here we have 12, here we have 21, and here we have 38. So this is the table, this is the number which is mentioned. Now we just have to go for 4, and then we have 7, and then we have 12, and then we have 21, and then we have 38. We just have to find the missing number. So if talking about this, here we have 3, talking about this, here we have 5, talking about this, here we have 9, and talking about this portion, here value is 7 and 17. So this is the value. Now can anybody tell me what's the next value? How can we find the next value? See, here that we have two different series. The difference of difference is going on, beta. Difference of difference is going on. See how it will work out. I'm just going to write it. I'm just going to write it over here so that it will be clear to you guys. See, 4, and then we have 7, and then we have 12, and then we have 21, and then we have 38, and then we have the missing value. Remember, when you go like this now, what is the difference which we are facing here? The difference is 3, and then here we have 5, here we have 9, and here we have 17, right? 17, correct? See, if you further find the difference, the value is plus 2, here the value is plus 4, here the value is plus 8. These are the powers of 2, 2, 4, 8. So it means that the next value you will add is 16 plus 16. So 17 plus 16 is 33. So if you add 38 plus 33, 38 plus 33, the value will be equals to 71. So 71 means option number C is the right answer, correct? So this is how it will work out. This is the result for this. So we cannot say that into 2 minus 1, because 7 2s are 14, 14 minus 1 is 13. If you go for 12 2s are 24, 24 minus. So you can say yes, into 2 minus 1, and then into 2 minus 2, into 2 minus 3. This is how it will work out. Hai na? So the result is 71. This is the series where we are going with two different differences, right? This is how it will work out. Now further, let's go ahead with this portion. Yes, this is one of the important questions, and I am just going to solve this for you guys because this is one of the good questions, an important one. Correct, based on puzzles, beta, based on puzzles, right? Because this is category B question, but yes, this is from moderate to advanced level, right? So everybody is gonna maybe everyone, most of the majority students will go to skip for skipping this question, but you guys are advisable to just focus and check how it will work out. So the statement says each of 4 persons P, Q, R and S play one game out of 4 different games, namely chess, tennis, cricket and football, not necessarily in the same order. So we can write like this, that we have 4 games, and games are, we can say here the games are chess. Talking about after chess we have After chess, we have next tennis, cricket, football. Tennis, and then we have cricket, and then we have football. We have written like this, and further the statement says that these persons live in one of the 4 different cities: Bombay, Calcutta, Ahmedabad, Jaipur. Bombay, Calcutta, Ahmedabad, and Jaipur, right? This is the statement, and not necessarily in the same order. Further, the following information is also given. This is how we are just going with the table. So ऊपर यहाँ if talking about this vertical, this horizontal line, this is just representing the cities, and this vertical line representing the games, right? Now the statement says that neither S nor the person from Calcutta plays cricket. It means that neither S nor the person from Calcutta. So Calcutta, if talking about Calcutta and cricket, you just have to mark the cross, because Calcutta and cricket, right? Neither S nor the person from Calcutta plays cricket. It means that if talking about cricket, we cannot put S, right? We cannot put S here, nor the person from, ठीक है. Chalo, if talking about this statement, Q plays either football or chess. So Q plays either football. If talking about Q plays either football or chess. So football, Q, or chess. So here we have 2 options for Q, either football or chess. Further says that P is from Bombay, right? P is from Bombay, P is from Bombay. And the statement says P plays either chess or tennis. So chess or tennis, right? Chess or tennis. Further, the statement says that the person who plays tennis is from Jaipur. So tennis is from Jaipur. This person is from Jaipur. So we'll just mark the portion cross over here. So this person, if talking about this person who is playing, P is playing, so P is playing tennis and he's from Jaipur, correct? So if P is here, we have still 2 options, correct? Further, acha, P is from Bombay, but see, if talking about this statement, can we say that P will come over here? No, there is no possibility of being P over here, because P is from Bombay and the person who is just playing tennis is from Jaipur. So it means that there are 2 possibilities of P. Definitely P will be here, correct? So we can say that yes, the person will be over here, Bombay, right? If talking about the statement, yes, we can write like this, that P is over here. So rest of the things get cancelled out, correct? So if talking about the statement, the person who plays tennis is from Jaipur, the person who's playing tennis from Jaipur, done with this, P done, and now we will just mark the cross over here, correct? So these are the things we have done with, right? Let's talk about the portion, entire portion, what it says. The person who lives in Ahmedabad plays which of the following sports? This is mentioned, right? So now remember one important thing. Here are three important statements we have. We just have to focus on here. If talking about this portion now, P is from Bombay. P plays either chess or tennis. The person who plays tennis is from Jaipur. It means the person who is from Jaipur is playing tennis. So definitely the person who is from Bombay is playing chess. So Bombay chess, right? And tennis we have here. Correct. Now see, if talking about the entire statement, we will just go like this, that eliminate P from here, correct? And if talking about this, here we have Q. So we can say that logically the statement says that further the person who lives in Ahmedabad plays which of the following sports? Then definitely Ahmedabad will be for cricket, correct? So here the value will be, this is Ahmedabad, the person is from, this is playing is cricket, right? This will be cancelled out, and this is the only term we have, tennis, and S is not coming over here, Q is coming over here, so this means that S will come over here, correct? This is S. And if talking about the portion, definitely Q will come over here. So we will just cross all these things. Now you can say that here the value is R, correct? So here the value is R. We will just put R over here. So this is R. Now we have all the possibilities which is mentioned in the question. We can say that we have all the possibilities. Now you can just check it out, that first statement was saying that neither S nor the person from Calcutta plays cricket. So neither S and from Calcutta playing cricket. So cricket, R, and Ahmedabad, right? Further, the B option says that, B statement says that Q plays either football or chess. So yes, Q is playing chess, right? Q is playing football. So football or chess, right? P is from Bombay. Yes, P is from Bombay. P plays either chess or tennis. P is playing chess. The person who plays tennis is from Jaipur. The person who playing tennis is from Jaipur, correct? So the person who lives in Ahmedabad plays which of the following sports? So person who is living in Ahmedabad is R and he is playing cricket. So cricket is the right answer. Option number C is the right one. So this is the puzzle based question. ठीक है, चलो. By doing so, if talking about the statement, talking about this particular statement, next we have a question. Find the odd one among the following. Guys, can you find it out, the odd one among these? Odd one among these. So this is just jumbled words. So if jumbling this, we can say that this is SPARROW, sparrow. If talking about this, PIGEON, pigeon. Talking about this, here we have PARROT, parrot. Talking about this, here we have BRINJAL. I think that you got the answer now. Perfect. So brinjal is the correct one. This is the right answer. So this is odd one out. So this is the pattern which can be frequently asked when talking about JIPMAT, because JIPMAT is aligning for jumbled words mostly. So when you go through the questions based on odd one out or analogy, in that case they will just go with the portion which is based on jumbled words. Now let's move to this. Yes, again jumbled words. Unscramble the letters in the given words in order to generate meaningful words and then find the odd one out. So it's all up to you guys. Just check out what will be the right answer for this question. Expecting correct answers from you guys. Again the jumbled words, and I hope that this time you guys can decode this. Just let me know in the chat box. B or D. Beta, if talking about this statement, here we have winter. Correct? WINTER, winter. If talking about this, here we have CLOUD, cloud. If talking about this, here we have SUMMER. Talking about this, here we have spring, SPRING. So it means that cloud is the odd one out. Correct answer for this is option number B. है ना? चलो, let's talk about another question. Here we have almost half done, because we have total 33 questions in the paper and we are just within the halfway. So Ram and Shyam are real brothers. Okay. If they are real brothers, so Ram and Shyam are real brothers, right? They are brothers. Sita and Geeta are real sisters. So we can just write Sita and Geeta are real sisters. Ram's son, okay, Ram's son, here is son, Ram's son is Geeta's real brother. Okay, so Geeta and Sita. So if talking about this, Ram and Shyam are real brothers, Sita and Geeta are real sisters, Ram's son is Geeta's real brother. Ram's son is Geeta's real brother. How is Shyam related to Sita? Shyam related to Sita. It means that uncle of Sita. So who is Shyam? Shyam is uncle of Sita. So uncle, Shyam is uncle of Sita, which is option number C is the right one. So option number C is correct here. I hope that it is clear to you guys. We can just eliminate this arrangement from here, and now moving ahead with next question. Answer the following based on analogy. Ecology is related to environment in the same way as histology is related to. This is not history, this is histology, and we know that it's about tissues and structure of tissues, right? So the study of tissues and its structure is known as histology. So definitely beta GK will work out here कि आपकी जो general knowledge है वो कैसी है regarding the subjects, और कभी कभी countries के बारे में, capitals के बारे में, currencies चीज़ के बारे में. These are the important facts and figures from where questions can be framed when we are talking about analogy. Correct. So here the correct answer for this is tissues. Let's talk about next question we have. Yes, the main statement is followed by 4 answers. Select the one that logically follows from the main statement. The main statement is given here and the statement says if the game is interesting, then I play it. Definitely it means that if game is interesting, then I play it. It means that if I played a game means it is interesting. It is not necessary. It is not necessary. I played a game means it is interesting. Correct? Further, the game is interesting, I do not play it. Not necessary, not mandatorily. Hello, I did not play the game though it was interesting. No, cannot be possible. I did not play a game implies that the game was not interesting. Definitely. Always remember, if A occurs, then B occurs, it means that negation will also be there. Negation will also be there. What does it mean? What does these symbol means? See, if A occurs, then B also occurs. This is the statement. If the game is interesting, then I play it. It means that game is interesting, this is A. Then I play it means B. So if A occurs, B occurs, right? If not A occurs, not B occurs. So if we can just say that in that case, this will give you the conclusion not B to not A. Not B to not A means if B is not there, then definitely A will not be there. So I did not play a game implies that the game was not interesting. So option number D is the appropriate answer for this particular question. This is from assertion and reasoning, conclusions, right? Statement and conclusions. So from there is a slight possibility, low possibility from this chapter, statement and conclusion, that questions can be framed or questions can be asked, right? So there is slight rare possibility of being questions asked from this particular chapter. Now see, yes, I think this is your favorite question, favorite chapter. Just let me know what will be the right answer for this. Guys, just let me know the correct answer for this question. Chalo, let's talk about this. A boy runs 150 meter towards south, alright. So 150 meter towards south, correct. Further, the statement says that he then turns left and runs 300 meters. Turns left and 300 meters, right. Further, the statement says that again turns left and runs 350 meters. Again turns left and go 350 meters. Further, the statement says that now he turns right and runs 50 meters, right 50 meters to reach the stadium. This is stadium and this is the house. A boy runs 150 meter towards south from his house. So this is house and this is a stadium. Now the question is, in which direction the stadium from house of the boy? So this is the direction. So if this is the direction, it means that this is east and this is north. This is the direction. Northeast is the right answer. Northeast means option number D is the correct answer for this part. Right, बहुत बढ़िया. चलो, so this is the part here. Northeast is the right answer. Sham knows that Ram's birthday falls between 14th and 18th. Beta calendar. One of the good questions. Sham knows that Ram's birthday falls between 14th and 21st October. According to Shalini, Ram's birthday falls between 15th and 20th. So we are pretty sure that this statement is null and void because Sham knows that Ram's birthday falls on between 14th and 21st, but Shalini have more accurate information which will eliminate rest of the possibilities, rest of the 2 days. So 15th and 20, between 15th and 20, right? Both of them also know that this year his Ram's birthday falls on Wednesday. All right. If 2nd October is Monday, beta, if 2nd October is Monday, remember this. If we divide this 2 by 7, we know that remainder is 2, because when we divide this 2 by 7, the remainder will be 2. If the remainder will be 2, just check out where the remainder will be 2. Where the remainder is 2? Yes, the remainder is 2 here. Remainder is equals to 2 here. 7 2s are 14 to 16. It means that this is also Monday. This is also Monday. If 16th is Monday, 17th will be Tuesday, 18th will be Wednesday. And the statement says birthday falls on Wednesday. So correct answer for this is 18th October. 18th October will be the Wednesday, because we know that here the ranking, here the remainder on dividing by 7 will be 2. So definitely 16 will also bear the same remainder 2. So if 2nd October is Monday, 16th October is also Monday, 17th Tuesday, 18th Wednesday. So Wednesday means 18th October will be the right answer for this question. Correct? So I hope that this is clear to you guys. This is how we can find the values. Now let's talk about this portion. Yes, arrangement, and a good question based on arrangement. बोलता है 6 books of various subjects are kept in a shelf, one on the top of the other. Electronics book is just above the chemistry. All right, so we can write electronics and then we can write chemistry. This will go together, electronics, chemistry. So the statement is electronics book is just above the chemistry book. Statistics book is between commerce book and environmental science book. Remember, we can go like this. Stats is between commerce and environmental science. So we can say either commerce will be on the upper side and environmental science will be here, correct? Or we can say that environmental science and then we have statistics and then we have commerce, correct? So we have two possibilities for this. Further, the statement says that the book of botany is between electronics and commerce. So electronics and commerce. So we can say that environmental science will come first and then stats will come up and then commerce will come up and then botany will come up, and after botany we have electronics, and after electronics we have chemistry. So this is the correct order: environmental science, then statistics, then commerce, then botany, then electronics and chemistry. So we have all 6 subjects. The question is the book of which subject is at the top. The subject, right? The book of which subject is at the top, which is environmental science. That is option number C is the right answer. So I hope that this is clear to you guys based on arrangements. This is the arrangement of books over here. Sometimes they will just swap these values or change these values with apartments, with flats based on floor, first floor, second floor, third floor, fourth floor, like this. And they will talk about professors, they will talk about different professions, right? So this is how they can just go for more difficulty level when it comes to vertical arrangement. Vertical arrangement is maybe of books or maybe of apartments or flats, like this, right? Now let's talk about beta another question. Here we have good question. I think that you guys can do it. Just take a time, take couple of minutes and try to solve this. Waiting for the response. Anyone? Any correct answer for this question? Beta, question is quite good and easy. It's not that much difficult. The difficulty level of this question is from easy to moderate, just below moderate. So you guys can easily conclude the answer correctly. Just focus on the question and the numbers which is mentioned in the question, and I think that you guys can easily do it. Chalo. So if talking about the entire statement, 2 cars A and B start running from the opposite ends X and Y of a national highway with a length of 120 km. Car A starts from end X and runs 30 km straight. It then takes right turn. Okay. So let's talk about that. This is a highway. This is a highway. And if this is a highway, then definitely car A will start, one car starts from this particular end and one car starts from this particular end, and this is end X and this is end Y. Correct? If talking about car A, this is car A and this is car B, right? The statement says here is highway with a length of 120 kilometer, car A starts from end X and runs 30 kilometers straight. So car will go like this and 30 kilometers, right? This is 30 kilometer. Further, the statement says that it then takes right turn and runs 15 kilometer. Right turn means here 15 kilometer, correct? This is 15 kilometers. Further talking about the statement, then turns left and runs for 30 kilometer. Turns left and go for 30 kilometer, 30 kilometers again. Further, the statement says that thereafter the car turned towards the highway and reaches back on the highway. Turns and reaches back on the highway, right? This is car A. Talking about the statement, in the meantime, the car B has also started running from the other end Y of the highway, but due to a minor breakdown could run only for 35 kilometer. So this only traveled for 35 kilometers, right? And this complete highway is of 120 kilometers. Now the question is asking about what is the distance between two cars at this point? You just have to find this particular distance from this to this, right? If talking about this entire statement, here we have 120 kilometers minus 30 for this distance. We'll just subtract this 30 kilometer and again subtract this 30 kilometer as well. So minus 30 and again subtract this 35 kilometer. So minus 35. This value will be equals to 25 kilometers. It means that now the distance between the two cars will be 25 kilometers, which is option number D is the right one. Right? I hope that this is clear to you guys. बेटा एक बार चेक कर लेना, कहीं पर कुछ लग रहा है तो you guys can just let me know कि हाँ समझ में नहीं आया या कुछ अगर ऐसा है जो repeat करना है, we can go for the repetition as well. So एक बार चेक कर लो and just let me know in the chat box. If it is clear, just write Y in the chat box or you can drop S in the chat box. S मतलब sprite की तरह clear है ना? चलो. Akansha, if you are talking about the questions based on analogy, it means talking about histology as we did in the previous question. For that you can go with GK part, or you can also search notes based on analogy as well, right? But in case you guys need any such note, definitely I'll drop right after the class based on analogy. Correct? Chalo. Let's talk about another question, beta. Here we have 8 persons A, B, C, D, E, F, G and H are sitting around a circle facing the center. E sits fourth to the right of F while second to the left of A. I think that this question should be done by you guys. एक बार attempt ले लो, है ना? And take couple of minutes, just try to solve. If it is clear, then it will be fine. अगर लगता है कि नहीं हो रहा, तो I'll be here. I'll definitely go with you guys and solve the questions for you. So let's take a couple of minutes and try to solve it by your own. Then definitely we'll discuss it. Guys, done with this? Should we go ahead for the discussion? Chalo, let's talk about the solution. Here, 8 persons A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and H are sitting around a circle. So we will just go with the circle first. Here we have first, second place, third place, fourth place, fifth place, sixth place, seventh place, and eighth place. These are the places we have. The statement says that E sits 4 to the right of F. Beta, if this is F, first right, second right, third right, fourth right, here will be E. The statement is saying that E sits 4 to the right of F. We can start from anywhere because in circle we have no endpoints, so we can start from any place, right? Because this circular table can be moved, right? So we can start from any of the places. It is not necessary to start from this place. It is all up to you. You are free to choose any place to start. So the statement says E sits 4 to the right of E. E sits 4 to the right of F. E sits 4 to the right of F. This is F. First right, second right, third right, fourth right. So E sits 4 to the right of F. Further, the statement says while second to the left of A. So A will be here because first left and second left. So E is sitting 4 to the right of F and second to the left of E. Second to the left of A. This is how it will work out. Further, D is not the neighbor of A and C. Okay. So D will not come over here or here. D will not come over here. Correct? So either D will come up over here or here or here. We have 3 places for D. Why? Because the statement says D is not the neighbor of A and C. So D will not come on this place as well and for this place as well. So we have 3 places for D, D, D and D. Now see what says B sits third to the right of D. Beta, remember this statement is very crucial, very important. The statement says that B sits third to the right of D. So if D will be at this place, first right, second right, third right is occupied. If D is at this place, first right, second right, third right is occupied. If we place D over here, first right, second right, third right, and who is at third right? B. So this is the place of B. So D, third right of D, first right, second right, third right. So the statement says B sits third to the right of D. F never sits next to H. So it means that F is never sitting next to H. So we cannot place H over here. We have only one place left for H. This is H. Correct? And the statement says about D. D is not the neighbor of A and C. So D is not the neighbor of A and C. It means C will not come up here. C will come up here. C will come up here. Now here we have A, B, C, D, E, F, G remains. G will come over here. Correct? Now the point is, which of the following pairs sit between G and A? So G and A. The persons who are sitting between G and A is C and F. C and F. So we have option number A is the right one. Option number A is the correct. Bilkul sahi. Perfect. So correct answer is A. Let's talk about another question. 6 persons P, Q, R, S, T and U were sitting around a hexagon table facing the center, right? So if talking about hexagon table, this is hexagon table, right? And if talking about the statement, what it says, U was sitting opposite to P. If U is here, P is here. The statement says U was sitting opposite to P, U was sitting opposite to P. Who was? It means that now they are talking about P. P who was in the immediate left of R. Immediate left of R means R will be here, so the left of R is here. Left of R is P. So the statement was talking about P. U was sitting opposite to P. Who was? Who was means P. P in the immediate left of R. So P is in the immediate left of R. Further, S was sitting to the immediate right of U. So immediate right of U, S will be here. S was sitting to the immediate right of U, and T was exactly between P and S. T was exactly between P and S. Correct? Further, the statement says that P and Q remains. Q, R, S, T, U. So we have all 6 people here. What was the sitting location of Q? If talking about Q, the statement says that opposite. So opposite to T. Q is opposite to T. Do we have any such option? No, we don't have any such option. So these options are eliminated. Between U and R, yes, between U and R, Q is sitting between U and R. Option number C is the right one. Immediate left of P. No, immediate left of P is T. And the statement is asking about Q. So the correct answer is between U and R, which is option number C is the right answer. Perfect, perfect. Okay? Chalo. Let's talk about beta. Another question here we have. Find the missing term in the given below. Okay? Very important question beta, very important question, because pattern is important, right? Pattern is important. Pattern is important. We already did this pattern in the class. So pattern is important. Just go and decode this. What will be the right answer for this question? Waiting for the response beta. Guys, we just have to wrap up by 33 questions because we know that in the logical reasoning section it bears 33 questions. So we are just at question number 25. Till 33 we just have to go. So we are almost wrapping up here. 10, 11, 13, 17, 25, 32 and 37. I'm just going to tell you how it will work out, beta. 10 and then talking about 11 and then talking about 13 and then talking about 17. Next value is 25, next value is 32, next value is 37, next value we need to find. So if we just go for the difference, the value is 1 over here, the value is 2 over here, the value is 4 here, the value is 8 over here. Next talking about here we have 7 and next talking about here we have 5, correct? So see how the pattern will work out, how this will work out. This will work out with the help of the sum of these two digits. 0 plus 1, these two digits, sum of the digits 0 plus 1, 1. 1 plus 1, the sum of the digits is 2 here. 1 plus 3, sum of the digit is 4 here. 1 plus 7, sum of digit is 8 here. 5 plus 2, sum of digit is 7 here. 3 plus 2, sum of digit is 5 here. 7 plus 3 digit, the sum of the digit is 10 over here. So 37 plus 10, that will be equals to 47. 47 means option number D is the right one. So this is one of the important patterns. As we go for the sum of the digit, it may be possible that the question will be based on product of the digits, right? How much? They will just talk about starting from here. 1 ones are 1, so that will be 12, and 1 twos are 2, then 12 plus 2, 14, and then 1 into 4, 4, 14, 4, 18, 1 into 8, 18, right, like this. So either addition of the digits or multiplication of the digits can be asked. So this is one of the important pattern, right? So remember this, that the correct answer for this question is 47, which is option number D. Now the statement says that clock shows the time as 3 p.m. What would be the time on the clock when the hour hand moves 135 degree? So it means that the question is asking about hour hand and the degree is 135 degree. We know that in 24 hours, talking about in 24 hours, 360 degree will be done. It means, sorry, in 12 hours, not 24 hours. The value is 12 hours, correct? So the value will be equals to, for 12 hours, the value will be equals to 360 degree. So if we go for 1 degree, the value of 1 degree will be equals to what? 12 divided by 360, this much hours. If talking about how much? 135 degree. So for 135 degree, what happens? 12 threes are, this value will be equals to 12 ones are, 12 threes are 36 into 135. So if we just cancel this with say we can go with the 15, 15 twos are and 15 nines are. This value will be equals to 4.5 hours. The total time taken for traveling 135 degrees, 4.5 hours. 4.5 hours, the time is 3. So 3 plus 4.5, 7.5. 7.5 means 7:30. So 7:30 is the right answer. That till 7:30, 4.5 hours we are adding in 3 p.m. The correct answer for this is 7:30. Correct? Let's talk about beta another question we have. Yes, suppose that the year 2008 starts with the day Monday. All right, the calendar for the year 2009 will be the same in the year. Remember one important part. If you go from 2009 to 2010, 2010 to 2011, 2011 to 2012, correct? And you will go like this, 2012, and then you just go 2013. Beta, remember 2009 you will add 1 because 2001 January 2009 to 1 January 2010. This is one non-leap year. From 1 January 2009 to 1 January 2010, this is non-leap year. For non-leap year you add always 1. 2010 to 2011 you will add plus 1. For 2011 to 2012 you will again add 1 because 1 January 2011 to 1 January 2012 will not be a leap year. Leap year begins from 1 January 2012 to 1 January 2013. Now this is a leap year, you will add 2 over here. So currently we have 2, 3, 4, 5 and we need to complete 1 week. So 2014, correct, and 2015. So this is the value plus 1 and this is the value plus 1. Now if you add all the things, you know that here 7 days completed, and 7 days completed means 1 week completed, and it means that the year 2009, the calendar of 2009 is same as the calendar of 2015 because here we have 7 days, 7 days means 1 week. So the correct answer for this is option number A, 2015. The calendar of 2015 is as same as it is 2009. This is how it will work out. out. Chalo, let's talk about this. Find the number that can replace question mark in the series given below. So here we have 2, here we have 12, and here we have 30, next we have 56, and next we have 90. Next we need to find the value. Beta, we can just write like this: 1 into 2, 3 into 4, 5 into 6, 7 into 8. This value will be equals to 7 into 8. And next we have 9 into 10. Next value will be equals to 11 into 12, which will be equals to 132. So 132 means option number A is the right one. So product of two consecutive natural numbers is the right answer. Correct? So correct answer will be 132. Now let's move to this part. Yes, question number 29. Which of the words cannot be formed from the letters of the word consultation? It means that using the letters of the word consultation, we need to make new words, and which of the following cannot be made from the alphabet of the words consultation. Salute contains E, and we don't have E over here. So salute is the term which cannot be formed. So it means that rest of the words can be formed with the letters of the word consultation except the salute word, because salute contains E. That's why the correct answer is D option. Clear? Let's talk about another question, beta. Here we have, in a certain coding language, he is coded as 418 and go is coded as 240. How she will be coded in that language? Beta, remember this, that how this can be framed. This is also an important question. This is also an important question. Remember this, what I'm going to tell you is, if talking about beta he, if talking about he, remember this, you just have to take the alphabetical order in reverse manner. Reverse manner means if talking about E, E comes at 5th place if starting from A. You just have to take the place from ending. Matlab you just have to count the place of E from Z side, correct? And you just have to take the ranking or the place or the position of H from Z side. How can you solve this? Just minus 27 minus what? The place of H from starting is what? Why we are just taking 27 here? As I told you, if you are just going to find the rank from behind, you just have to take total plus 1. So total number of alphabets we have 26, and we have one more extra, we'll take 27. So out of 27, 27 minus, let's talk about the rank of H from the starting one. So rank of H is 8, correct? Similarly 27 minus 5. So what will be the value if talking about 27 minus 8? 19. It means that the rank of H is 19 from the last, and talking about 27 minus 5, 22. So the rank of E will be 22 from the last. If you multiply this, you will just get this value 418. So this is the product of the rank from last, correct? Let's talk about beta go. If talking about go, how will you solve this? If talking about go, 27 minus, if talking about G, G is at 7th place from the starting, and again 27 minus O, O means 15th place. So if you solve this, 27 minus 7 will be 20, and 27 minus 15, that will be equals to 12. Right? So the value will be equals to how much? 240. Now the question is asking about she. Beta, just play smart. She means the code for he is 418. The code for he is what? 418. Just write like this, 418. And let's talk about S. Normally S comes at what place? S comes at, if talking about S comes at 19th place. So 27 minus 19, that will be equals to 8. So you just have to multiply it by 8. 8 8s are 64. 6 remains, 8 1s are 8, and 6 14. 1 remains, 8 4s are 32, and 1 33. 3344. So 3344 is option number D is the right answer. So this is the correct one. 3344 perfect. अभिज्ञान बिल्कुल सही है बेटा, है ना? बहुत बढ़िया. So this is how it will work out. Just remember that here we have he is already 418. You don't have to find it again. Just put the value of S, the ranking of S from the last, and that will be 8. 8 into 418, 3344 is the right answer. Now let's talk about this portion. Yes, here we have 15, and next we have 18, and next we have 17, and next we have 21, next we have 20, next we have 25, and next we have 24, next we have 30, next we have 29, and this is the missing value. Beta, just start from here. alternate numbers, just check it out. If we are going with the alternate numbers, how it will work out? 15 plus 2, 17, 17 plus 3, 20, 20 plus 4, 24, 24 plus 5, 29. Now if talking about this, here we have 18 plus 3, 21, 21 plus 4, that will be equals to 25, and here we have 5, and next value will be equals to plus 6, that value will be equals to 36. So correct answer for this is option number B is the right answer, right? So this is the correct answer. This is how it will work out, correct? Chalo, let's talk about the portion. If talking about entire statement, next statement over here is, in a certain coded language, cat is coded as, okay, so cat is coded as beta C A T. The place of C is what? 3. The place of A is what? 1. T is at 20th place. The code is 6423. 6423. Beta, if you add, you will add plus 3. If you go for this, you will see plus 3. If you go for this, you will see plus 3. Now the point is Loin, correct? So L-I-O-N, Loin. Talking about this, L is at 12th place. Talking about I is at 9th place, O is at 15th place, N is at 14th place. 12 plus 3, that will be equals to 15. 9 plus 3, 12. 15 plus 3, 18. 14 plus 3, 17. Talking about this, here we have O. So 1 5, acha, we don't have to convert into alphabet. 1 5 1 2 1 8 1 7. 1 5 1 2 1 8 1 5. We don't have any. Yes, option number A is the right one, correct? Option number A is the right one. Beta 1 5 1 2 1 8 1 7 is the right answer. So option number A is the right answer for this particular question. Doing so, I think that this is the clear, is easy one, not that much difficult. Now this is the question number 33, which is the last question based on clocks again, है ना? So the statement says that, see, beta, just go with some logic. Just go with some logic. And what is that logic? Listen to me carefully. We don't have to calculate each and every value. What I am going to tell you is very important. Just focus here. If talking about A only, if talking about A only, A4, A1, A2, A3, all the matching values are distinct. A1, A2, A3, A4, all the matching values are different. Now, how we can find the value? We know that here the theta is equals to 30h minus 11 by 2 minute. This is the formula, or we can say that either 11 by 2 minute minus 30h will be the formula. Beta, just listen to me carefully. We don't have to go for the entire calculation. I know that you guys are really smart. You can just find the answer. But remember one important thing which I just want to tell you is that when you just focus on this particular statement, beta, if the minute value is an even number, then definitely it will be an integer. If minute value is an even number, then this will get cancelled out and you will just get an integer. But if this minute value is odd, then this will not cancel out and the value will be in decimal form. So here 715 and 915 are odd, 430 and 230 are even. I just recommend you that if talking about this, here the angle is complete integer, here the angle is complete integer. It means that these two integers belong to 430 and 230, because here the angle is complete integer. Here the angle are in decimal form because the minutes are odd numbers. That's why they are not completely divisible by 2. So it means that first and second definitely belong to these. Now we have 105 degree and 45 degree. Beta, now tell me, when we are talking about 230 or 430, definitely the angle of 230 will be more, because minute hand will be at 30, minute hand will be at 30, but more angle will be formed when we are talking about 230 as compared to 430. So 105 degree is for 230, 105 degree is for 230, because the angle between 230 will be more as compared to angle between 430, correct? So that will be 105 degrees. So 1/4 means option number A is the right one. You don't have to go for the calculation. I hope that this is clear. Just let me know. If it is clear, just let me know in the chat box. Guys, just let me know that this concept is clear to you people. Hello. So this is all about the story of paper which we discussed. This is the previous year paper of JIPMAT, and now I think that everything is clear to you guys. So this is all about the story of previous year paper. So this is all about today. I hope that you just enjoyed the class, and I really know that this level of paper is just moderate level and you guys can easily attempt it, है ना? So just have to focus on clocks, focus on calendar, and one important thing which we observed here is we don't have any such questions based on non-verbal reasoning like images, like water images or mirror images or embedded figures, like this type of questions are not mentioned, right? So this is how you just have to go for direction and distance, you just have to go for data interpretation, for clocks, for calendars, for coding decoding, for series, correct? So these are the important chapters from where questions can be framed, blood relations, right? So this is all about the story of this paper. See you soon. Goodbye. Take care.